Hey y'all, this is Wagner back with BlackFire Fitness. Workout number 4. Proud of you guys for making it to the end of the week. It's Friday. Let's get that last good pump in so we can rest and chill out for the rest of the weekend. Before we get started on our workout, we got some equipment to set up first. Today we're going to be using some book bags. Alright, 2 if you can. Doesn't matter if they vary in size as long as you guys are loading it up with the same weight values. We're going to use a duffel bag just to change it up a bit. Alright, show you why later in the video. You want to get your stocking stuffers, aka whatever weights to put in these bags, loaded up to your ability level. And then last but not least, probably one of the most important tools of all time, our mat to protect our back and spinal cord every time we do ground activities. There's the setup, now let's get going. First exercise of the day, we're going to do some overhead presses to hit those shoulders. Alright, I got one bag that's already preloaded with one water jug. I'm going to grab my other jug and load up my other weight to simulate a dumbbell. Alright, I recommend we're going to do this exercise standing, and so that the main part of the bag doesn't knock into your head or obstruct your view. I recommend grabbing the weight, fingers under the loop, wrap around, thumb on top, and then we're gonna make sure the main part of the bags are facing away from you, okay? The only thing I wanna make sure you guys don't do, this weight could encourage your shoulder to externally rotate, all right? And this is a shoulder impingement waiting to happen. So make sure you guys are cognizant and mindful that your arm is always in line with your sides, all right? 90 degrees, my fist should be right on the side of my head. Once you guys are ready, we're gonna tighten that core, all right? Keep your body nice and stable as you breathe out. And squeeze, straighten those arms at the top of the movement. Slowly back down. Notice how my elbows are at 90 degrees to 100, 110. Anywhere around here is the sweet spot. We don't want those elbows to dive down. You can already tell just by looking at me, this is not a great position, all right? Let's keep that muscle under tension the whole time. Keep those arms at 90 to 100. All right, and again, we're just breathing out, straightening those arms, squeezing the shoulders at the top, and releasing back to the bottom, like so. All right, make sure you're flexing at the top, and let's get that going here. Number 2, we're gonna go with side raises. Again, it's convenient that we just got done using the bags because that's exactly what we're gonna use for this exercise. Your shoulder is made out of 3 different muscle heads. This side raise is gonna do a great job of hitting that lateral muscle. So what we're gonna do is this time, instead of that underhand grip we did for the first exercise, we're gonna put our hands over the top on the loops, okay? Main part of the bag should be facing outwards, okay? So this bulky part that pops out on your sides, all right? Arms nice and straight the whole time. We're not bending our arms. All right, we're gonna tighten that core again so we can get some core work out of this. Breathe out. Right equal with the shoulders, squeezing at the top, and then control the weight back down because that eccentric contraction is gonna help you build muscle as well. You don't wanna let gravity do the work, all right? Keep those muscles on fire right here. My arms and shoulders are still engaged. I'm getting maximum work as I go up and then also getting work as I go down. Let's stay nice and controlled and get some nice quality side reps. Hit that side shoulder. Next up, we got front raises. So as the name implies, we already hit side raises. Next, we're gonna go out to the front in a motion that looks something like this. Now, if you guys would like and you don't have a duffel bag here, we can still do the same exact thing. You wanna grab the handles, both hands on the handle this time, breathing out, tightening that core, boom, flexing that shoulder at the top. For me today, I wanna mix it up a little bit. So if you haven't, I suggest you use it. It's a little bit bigger of a bag too, so if you guys wanted to load it up with more weight, you could fit more inside. If you guys have the duffel bag and wanna go that option, we're gonna grab the short handles here, wrap around both handles. It gives my hands a little bit more room to grip. And I'm gonna tighten that core, so I'm squeezing my core, squeezing my abs as I get ready to shoot up, right even with my shoulders, tightening and lowering nice and gently back to the ground. All right, think of the precious cargo as like a baby. You just wanna be nice and gentle, slow and controlled, You don't want to be herky-jerky. You don't want to throw the weight around. All right, let's make that core work as well as give that shoulder some time to really build some heat. Okay, front raises right there. Now that we're done hitting those shoulders, we're gonna transition a little bit into some core ab work. So for the abs, we're gonna hit the under the knee touches. Okay, under the knee touches. So first up, we're gonna settle down on the mat here. All right, and we're gonna lay down until your back hits the ground, nice and straight like so. All right, we wanna get our arms out to the side, almost like your body's making a capital T. And what you wanna do, if you guys can, we wanna keep our head and heels off of the ground at all times. So just make it a little bit more challenging. If you need to start this position with the heels and head down, that's fine too. Let's work our way up in difficulty as you guys continue to get stronger. So if you guys are going with the full version, we're gonna get everything off the ground. I'm gonna breathe out as I bring my knees to my chest. And if you can, try to challenge yourself and get those knees as far up as you can, squeezing those abs. I'm touching underneath my knees. All right, and then extending outwards as so. Again, breathing out, squeezing the abs, contracting them, slowly balancing and releasing. Okay, if that's a little bit too difficult, all right, no problem. What you guys can do is you can put your arms out for a little bit more support, okay, and we can just bring the knees up. All right, with the heels hovering above the air. That'll still get you a nice crunch action with the abs and get you jump started on the journey towards strengthening your core. Let's get those going. Don't you get off this mat. We got one more exercise to go, you guys. Come on, hang in there. We're gonna hit one arm crunches for this last finisher. Gonna really make sure we take care of each side of the body, get a little rotation in there, because anytime you rotate the body, you're gonna engage your oblique abs as well. So we wanna make sure we're fully rounded. All right, we don't wanna be just strong in one area. We wanna make sure our overall body's strong. So let's touch up those obliques as well. So I'm gonna get down on the ground like so. I'm gonna bend my knees. This is a one side exercise at a time. We're gonna create a little headrest by interlacing the hands, placing them on the back of the head. Use that for support and to keep your head off the mat. I'm gonna kick one leg on one of my knees, and your object is to get the opposite elbow to the top of the knee. Now, this is a tough exercise. This is not easy, so don't be discouraged or hesitate if you guys can't make it all the way up to the knee. I am just giving you a target to hit. All right, try to get the knee to the elbow. Even if you don't make it all the way up, you should feel a nice squeeze all in that central to left side area if you're working that left side arm. So putting everything together, every time I use my muscle, I'm gonna breathe out. So right here, breathe out, squeeze at the top of the movement. All right, never letting your head touch the ground, breathing constantly. Every time you're using your abs, you're squeezing your stomach, creating less space for the lungs. So make sure you're really actively trying to get that done. All right, again, just go up as far as you can. Let's try not to be herky-jerky, slow and controlled, squeezing at the peak if possible. 2 to 3 sets of that, and you will be on your way. Okay, you guys, I know you want to go that extra little bit. I know you want to finish it off with a bang, so let's go ahead and do just that. This last bonus burn exercise is going to do you 2 favors in one. It's going to work on those shoulders as well as those abs. So I encourage you, if you got that last bit of energy, let's go ahead and ride this out into the sunset. Okay, so right now I just got my phone with me. I put it on the stopwatch function, and what we're aiming for is to complete 1 to 2 sets of 1 to 2 minute planks. So set a challenge for yourself. If you're just beginning, I suggest a minute. If you guys are more advanced, I'd suggest 2 minutes. The great thing about this burnout is you do not have to hit your time limit on the first try, okay? So let me show you what it looks like even if you can't finish the whole amount. So I'm gonna get set up in my plank position. You guys can choose either or. Some people like going on their forearms, on their toes, like this, okay? Or if you guys would rather straighten those arms and hold out a plank, be my guest. What you don't want to do is we do not want mountains, all right? We do not want our butt hiked up high, and we don't want to look like a seal. You don't want to hold your hips and press them into the ground, okay? We want to encourage the abs to activate, and we can only do that if we're in that nice straight line. So setting it up, I'm gonna choose the forearm option. When I'm ready, 3, 2, 1, I'm gonna set the timer. And I'm up. For an extra bit of burn, actively, mindfully keep your core engaged. Squeeze your stomach. All right, make it burn. The more pain, the more gain. I know you guys have heard that, okay? So let's squeeze it out, squeeze it out, squeeze it out. Let's say I get tired. Can't make it. Okay, but I got 18 seconds under my belt. I'm gonna take a couple breaths. Catch myself, and when I'm ready, just start the timer again. All right, push those limits. If you don't break yourself down, you can't build yourself back up. So let's get those times, set a good goal for yourself, and by the time you're finished up, you'll feel that core burning, you'll feel nice heat built up in the shoulders, and you'll have the weekend to recover. All good things, you guys. Really proud of you for finishing out the first official week of BlackFire Fitness workouts. Let's keep up and roll into the next week with some great energy and some good momentum, all right? Great work.